So, thank you for joining us this afternoon. What I'll do for the next 15 minutes or so is give you a quick overview of what data centers, virtualization, and the cloud mean for service providers. Service providers, fixed carriers, cable carriers, mobile carriers, even the Google and Amazons of this world. So, as everyone has been around the show here, you will have seen that services are changing. The services you currently get from your operator, voice calls, SMS, browsing, consumption of content, is changing and rapidly moving up into the cloud, delivered out of a data center, provided remotely, no longer carried on your devices, but delivered literally to you wherever you require it. And this is very much the future for the telecoms operators as well. These telecoms operators are moving a lot of their traditional services up into the cloud, and increasingly, a lot of the consumption, the content, the services that you're consuming will also move up into the cloud. So increasingly, whether you're a business user or a consumer user, you're going to find virtualized services delivered on demand to a device, to a PC, to an iPad, or to a computer. And if you think about this from an operator point of view, this is an enormous change. Telecoms operators, service providers are not the fastest moving companies in the world. Been around for 100+ years. They've got kind of good at doing what they used to do. Building a network, giving you handsets, delivering some voice, delivering a bit of connectivity. But the world is changing. A lot of their traditional services people are still consuming. But actually, there's a lot of services on the web, on the internet, that people are now wanting to consume. And they want them on a mobile phone, in a PC as you move, literally anywhere at any time. Whether it's watching the World Cup, consuming the Olympics, or downloading the latest version of Desperate Housewives. This is an enormous challenge for an operator. And this means that operators need to redesign their network, redesign the way that they're delivering those services. And increasingly, the old north-south traditional delivery model is changing. Data centers are appearing in the network, and increasingly the content that's up on the web is being distributed out and held all the way across the data center, all the way across those service provider network and operations. And it's really this challenge, this opportunity, which is changing the dynamics of the industry. So within Cisco, we've come up with a solution, unified service delivery, that really brings together all the benefits of a data center and all the benefits of the service provider network, the next generation network. Because if you think about cloud computing, if you think about cloud services, it really makes no sense. You cannot deliver a good cloud service unless it's in a world-class data center, virtualized, and completely up to date. But you've also got to be able to deliver it to the individual, to the consumer. You've got to be able to make sure that the video works. The video delivers exactly on demand as required. If a consumer spends a lot of time and money downloading something, they really expect it to work when they pay the money, not a best efforts experience a little bit later with bad jitter or bad delivery. So by combining together a data center with the network, a service provider can deliver and guarantee a cloud service. They can make sure the quality of service is good. They know what device you're on. They know how big your screen is. They can individually design the video stream to suit your individual requirement. You've already got a billing relationship with them. They know how to charge you without needing you to enter further information. And there's a whole set of solutions within that. If there are service providers in the audience, feel free, come up afterwards. I'll give you a little tour. We're demonstrating a lot of these solutions and products around the booth here. It's really a combination of unified computing, virtualization, and data center networking, combined together with network intelligence, security, media, application-aware networks, and the ability to combine those two together that gives a strong differentiation. And why fundamentally we believe that service providers, these traditional telecoms operators, will be the principal way that people will take and consume cloud services and data and applications going forwards. People are now beginning to move into some new services. Infrastructure as a service, which is something people have already seen. You see Google or Amazon, cloud services, the availability of servers, compute or storage on demand with a credit card over the web. Except you can augment it as an operator and actually make guarantees. I can guarantee it's going to work. I can guarantee it's available. I can guarantee it's going to get to all of your employees. I can guarantee that the experience is going to be good. This means I can take your information, put it up in the cloud. And if you're a small, medium business with 5 or 10 people, suddenly you have access to a world-class data center, a world-class IT operation that you would never build or operate yourself. The second area that's really changing is communication and collaboration. If you're a business, voice is now delivered over a data network, voice over IP. Many people are familiar with Skype, announcements like Google Voice or others. Cisco provides a lot of that to major enterprises and SMBs today using hardware and networks within their buildings. But in practice now, all of those capabilities, voice, voicemail, IM, collaboration, email, information, Wikipedias, social media, online content can be integrated as an application or a service in a data center as a cloud service. And the hosted collaboration solution, which is demoed over there, takes all of that traditional enterprise hardware and capability, puts it up into the cloud, and makes it available to end users as required on demand. So operators can now take and deliver voice, video, communication, and collaboration to individual customers as a web service, software as a service, delivered on demand when required. So, for one of the big enterprises that we talked to, they were looking at providing voice, video, communication, collaboration to their employees. They had 20,000, 30,000 employees. The IT guys previously would have had to buy 30 servers, put applications on those servers, configure the servers, reconfigure the network, install a whole set of equipment throughout the network, and end devices to consume and use those services. But instead, all of that was virtualized out of a data center from a service provider. All of that was delivered over their existing networks through a connection with the service provider, and it was made available to them within a day of the request coming in. In actual fact, you can deliver new services within minutes as opposed to months. So again, you can see how the dynamics of this really changes the delivery and consumption of services and makes very flexible the future. So, I promised to keep it fairly brief. I've given you a quick overview, but that combination of the data center and the network is something unique that service providers can bring to the industry. And if you'd like to know any more of unified service delivery, infrastructure as a service, or hosted collaboration solutions, please, my colleagues here or myself are very happy to answer questions.